So
There's this large table here.
I'm sorry.
There's this large table here on the next page.
Okay. So this is Pitambar Samas, beginning Pitam Karmadhana. अनेक अनेकम अन्य पदार्थे पीतांबर. So we have completed, we can say, like half of the compounds in the samasas. So we did the Shamram samasa, and we did Viku, and we did the Krishna Purusha itself. Now Pitambara. अनेकम अन्य पदार्थे पीतांबर. Two or more words that are produced from namas are compounded with each other when another thing is being expressed, and the compound so formed is called Pitambara. So, so basically, when we compound two or more words which are produced from namas, from the nouns, that's from the second chapter, and when another thing, anya pada is pradhan, when another thing is expressed, so that is Pitambara Samasa. Pitambara is called as Bahubri in Panini. So, hmm, the gender of the Pitambara compound is necessarily the same as that of the other thing, right? And the other thing is referred to by means of the word yad or idam. Yes. So in this Pitambara Samas, when the Vigrah is done, so we use this yat and tat for, yat and tat, the correlative pronouns. For example, if I want to explain Pitambara or Pitambaram, so I will say Pitam Ambaram and then Yasya Saha. So Yasya is from Yat and Saha is from Tat. This Yat and Tat, the correlative pronouns, they are used to indicate the third person, the Anyapada, which is, yeah, which is to be indicated. The word Anekam here refers only to two, three, or four words. In this regard, the other thing takes the Shashti. In this regard, the other thing takes the Shashti and other Vishnu Bhaktis as seen in the following examples. But the new Nama produced from the compounding takes a Prathama Vishnu Bhakti because the other thing is already expressed by the meaning of Samasa. Okay. So examples are given here. One. So Pitambarah, Pitam Ambaram Yasya Saha. He whose cloth is yellow. Here we are not talking about the yellowness or the cloth. So here Pitam or Ambram. So these words or the meaning of these words are not what is meant by. So we are talking about another thing, namely the person whose cloth is yellow. Thus, Pitambara Samasa is done because another thing is being expressed. If this were not so, the compound Pitambara would just be a Sham Rama, meaning yellow cloth. Pitam Chaso Ambrascheti. In a Sanskrit sentence, the word order hmm, Okay, let me show you one thing very interesting. There is one verse in 10th canto, Anshena Avatirna. So this is Canto 10, Chapter 1, Text 2nd. So the verse says, Yadoscha dharmashilasya nitara munisattama tatrangshena avatirnasya vishnu viryani shangsana. So the focus is tatra, and then the words are anshena avatirnasya. So avatirnasya, so see, anshena and avatirnasya, right? So now avatirnasya means of one who has descended, literally, right? And anshena can mean a lot of things. Anshena with his ansha or plenary portion. This is the understanding. So there is no samasa, but one of the commentators, he did a Shyam Rama samasa in this Anshena Avatirnasya. So I think we didn't do it. So Angsha, and he takes then Ina. So in Sanskrit, Ina means Swami or Lord, and then Angsha means the Anshas, the entities, the Anshas in general could be the demigods or normally the Anshas. So so Anshena thus means the Lord of all the entities or living entities. So then Anshena Avatirnasya was Anshenah Chasau Avatirnah Avatirna Cha Iti. So he did Shyam Rama there. So then it became Anshenava Tirnaha Tasya. So Anshenavatirnasya. You got the point? So
I
he
thought the first part of a Shamarama was a Visheshana. So it's not necessarily a Visheshana. So
ah
Anksha.
Shamarama. See, in Shamarama also we had studied many varieties.
Yeah, maybe I
Yeah,
missed
so
something.
there is also
Also
Visheshana
that one.
Visheshya and there is also Visheshya Visheshana. So there are many
Oh, I
possibilities
see.
there. So he
Okay.
took this as Karma Dharaya. Anshena, one who is Anshena and one who has descended of him, Tasya. So very nicely explained. I think it was Jiva Goswami maybe who did this. But in any case, so samasas are such. Um, all these compounds. So now coming back to this one. So I explained this because it says the compound Pitambara would just be a Shamarama if another thing was not expressed. In a Sanskrit sentence, the word order will be Pitam Ambaram Yasya Saha Pitambara, which literally means he whose cloth is yellow is Pitambara. The same applies to the other examples. In a Pitambara compound, the other thing is expressed by the compound itself. And so the word expressing the other thing namely the form of yad or idam, is left out of the compound in accordance with the maxim Uktarthanam Aprayoga. Words whose sense has already been expressed are not employed. For example, the word yasya cannot be seen in Pitambara. So basically, it's saying like the word is Pitambara. So in the word Pitambara, we are not using the form of yad or idam, which are used to indicate the other word, because because of this maxim here, Ukta Arthanam Aprayoga. So that's something given here. The other thing takes a Shashti Vishnu Bhakti and two words are compounded. The gender of the other thing is masculine, and so the gender of the compound is masculine. Pita Sukshmambarah. So Pitam Sukshmam Chambaram Yasya Saha. So here we have three words: Pitam, Sukshma, and Ambara. Like in Pitambara, we had two words. Here we have three words in Pitambara. So he whose cloth is yellow and fine, Sukshma. So here three words are compounded. Pita Sukshmambara. Then Ujjvala Pita Sukshmambara. So Ujjvalam, Pitam, Sukshmam, Ambaram Cha or Chambaram, Yasya Saha. So four words are compounded here. Prapta Krishnam Gokulam. So Praptaha Krishnaha. Praptaha Krishnaha Yat Tat Gokulam. So Gokula, which is like attained by Krishna, right? To which Krishna went in that sense. So this is also Pitambara. So here the other thing takes a Dvitiya Vishnu Bhakti and the two words are compounded. The gender of the other thing is neuter and thus the gender of the compound is neuter. So Prapto Prapta Krishno Vaishnavaha. So Krishnaha Praptaha Yena Saha. So Vaishnava by whom Krishna is attained. So in Tritiya, this is like Tritiya. In Tritiya, the example is given. Then Prapta Krishna Bhakti. So Bhakti by which Krishna is attained. So Praptaha Krishno Yaya Sa Bhaktya. This is this feminine Strilinga. Datta Sarvasvaha Krishnaha. So Dattam Sarvasvam Yasmai Saha. So Krishna unto whom everything is given. So in Chaturthi, an example is shown. So Dattam Sarvasvam Yasmai. Then Prapta Varaha Krishnaha. So Krishna from whom boon is attained or obtained. So Prapto Varo Yasmat Saha. So Krishna from whom Vara is Prapta. Then Nyasta Manah Krishna. So Krishna in whom the mind is fixed. So this is Saptami Prayoga. So Nyastam Manaha Yasmin Saha. So these are all examples shown for Pitambara Samasa in all different cases. And mostly they are shown in masculine, Purushottam Linga, and similarly will be followed for Lakshmi Linga also. In the Pitambara compound, the other thing most often takes a Shashti Vishnu Bhakti. Thus, the examples started from the Shashti Vishnu Bhakti rather than the Dvitiya Vishnu Bhakti. The other thing never takes a Prathama Vishnu Bhakti. The Vigrah of Pitambara compound actually ends with the form of Yad or Idam. The correlative form of Tad is a mere Visheshan of the Pitambara compound, right? The form of Tad will change to fit the compound as seen below, but the form of Yad or Idam will never change. So, Pitambaraha would be Pitam Ambaram Yasya Saha. Pitambaram would be Pitam Ambaram Yasya Tam. So basically, if you see, the Tat forms are going according to the forms of, it will go according to the form of the Visheshya, like Pitambarah Krishnaha, Pitambaram Krishnam, and so on. Pitambarena Pitam Ambaram Yasya Tena, similarly Tasmai, Tasma, Tasya, Tasmin, and so on. Again, in a Sanskrit sentence, the word order is Pitam Ambaram Yasyatam Pitambaram. Sometimes, however, the explanations are given in the format Pitam Ambaram Yasya Saha Pitambarah Tam, and so on. Yeah. Here the compound Pitambara is first explained. So this is just a way of doing it. Either we can do this way directly, Yasyatam, or we can first reach at the first Prathama case form, and then we can use Tam, Tena, Ityadi. That's also is fine. Hmm.
Yes, the Manah,
Mm-hmm.
Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it Manah? Where's the Trivikrama
Yeah,
coming from?
because the Pratipadikam, the word is Manas. So
Right.
Manas
Oh, like
becomes
Raja. Or
Rajan
no?
becomes Raja. So the sutra is Atva Santodhavasya Trivikrama Buddha Varjita Sudadhatumena. So Manas ending with us. So Atu us. Atvas Antodhavasya Trivikrama. The Uddhava becomes Trivikrama when a word ends with us and when we have Su following. So that's why it becomes Mana.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's
I didn't remember. Thanks.
hmm. Tumo Masya Haraha Kam Manaso. The ma of tum is deleted when either kam or manas follows. So this tum is from the kridanta tum, which means to do something. So when kam or manas follows, so we get sevitu kama. So it's not sevitum kama, it's sevitu kama, sevitu manah ityadi. When we have the vigraha asti bhaktirasya, we get asti bhaktir vaishnava. Hmm. So this is an example where we have uh, tinganta, and then we have a subanta forming samas. Similarly, we get nasti bhaktir avaishnava. Thus we get bhaktaya dittartha. Hmm. Okay, actually, here this purport, these commentaries, we need to read them because in compounds they have minute details. Okay, we'll stop here for today and we'll resume the next weekend. So we'll resume from
Okay.
I will read this commentary. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.